after coming back from injury, what he has produced for the Arnett Gardens team this season, as well as leading them. And this is how they will be shaping up. Asher Hutchinson, the Dintel standout, still a schoolboy as well. He comes into the frame, getting an opportunity. Joel Cunningham, Rashawn Amos gets a start in place. DeAndre Cunningham, who scored in the semi-finals, is in as well. Philando Wing will play from left back. Marlon Martin, the hard tackling midfielder. Kevon McGregor, the teenager, is into the starting lineup. Romeo Guthrie, Rashid Kelson, our player to watch. Marlon Allen comes in to join Fabian Reid up front. They're coached by Paul Teagat Davis.
Yeah, expecting kind of a similar system from Arnett Gardens, but more firepower up front with Marlon Allen, who can find the back of the net, and he'll be supported by Fabian Reid.
Harbourview, they will play with a 4-3-3 lineup as well. Palmer, based on his top performances between the sticks, retains his place. Ordelin Harding, Romain Brackenridge, Gavin Burton, O'Shane Staple, the exciting overlapping right back, Sean Daly, Roger Smith, Joshua Anglin. Colorado Moore recovers from injury to take the captain's armband and lead the line. Timara Lewis, our player to watch today, and the ever-present Krista J. Daly, who came in mid-season and really added a lot to this Harbourview team. They're coached by Ludlow Bernard, of course. Full match highlights. Alexi Perry, the man involved, the man with the whistle. And Harbourview driving forward in their blue and yellow. They had the first opportunity. Very rare moment in the box for Harbourview, it must be said. Arnett Gardens, they had quite a few, but their finishing, well, it was woeful to say the least. Rashid Kelson with a poor effort there. Then they had this attempt from Fabian Reid, which was pulled wide. Such an outstanding season he's had, Fabian Reid, with 16 goals. But today wasn't one of his best. Then Philando Win with a strike. It was on target, but too soft to bother Romario Palmer. Kevon McGregor, the Tarrant schoolboy, into the area, but that attempt was out and blocked for a corner. And then this, Marlon Allen with a strike. Low down, Palmer to his left, executing the save. Arnett continued to come forward in the second half. Allen again, and that goal should have counted from Marlon Allen. Really didn't commit a foul. It was a mistake, actually committed by his own defender, from a Harbourview perspective, and Allen's goal was ruled out. O'Shane Staple, known to score from distance. Not today, that one wide into the side netting. And Arnett Gardens, they would continue to drive forward. Mitchell coming on as a substitute, and that wasn't far wide from Rivaldo Mitchell. And then the moment that changed it, Rashid Kelson into the area. Ordelin Harding off his head and into the back of the net. An own goal against Harding. And it was all that Arnett Gardens would need to complete this victory. They had other opportunities though. Kelson into the area for Allen. And Allen should have gotten a touch onto that inside the 6-yard box. Just needed a touch. And that was all she wrote for the game. It took extra time, but Arnett Gardens found the one goal that was needed. 19 shots, 6 on target from Arnett Gardens. Just 1 shot on target in 120 minutes from Harbourview from their 8 attempts. 7 yellow cards shown by Alexi Perry. 4 saves made by Romario Palmer between the sticks for Harbourview. Arnett Gardens had the majority of the possession and all the goals. They win the 3rd place playoff by a 1-0. Ligier Williams is with our man of the match. It's none other than the Arnett Gardens number 9, Marlon Allen.
Marlon Allen getting the man of the match from Terry Lavelle from Digicel, marketing officer. Well-deserved man of the match award, of course. Marlon, it was a really good performance by you. You did everything that I'm sure your coaches would have asked. How you feel about your performance?
A wonderful game. First and foremost, I have to thank the coaches for believing me, put me out there. I always fight. You know me as a fighter. Never give up. Work it too hard. If you're not working, try to figure out a way to work. I'm a hard-working player. And coming from so far, from Ochi, come to town, put in a good shift. It's a wonderful feeling. Understand?
I'm not quite sure if you know, but the goal that you scored in the second half, it was a very fair goal. They took it away from you. But in the end, you got the man of the match and your team got the win.
Yeah, because no matter what come against we fight the fight same, Them say it's a foul, I would just drop it and come again, work and come again. Harder. See, they'll get a victory. It's a wonderful feeling. Can't even explain it.
I know you're a really hard worker, and I know you'll be back next season to stake your place and get more game time next season.
Yeah, unfortunately, they pick up a little slight injury, so I never really to rush it. You know, take me a little time and work in, and you understand? Most and foremost, coach, them believe in me. That is the greatest point of view, you understand? Give them heads up to believe in me and work with me. It's a wonderful feeling. I can't even explain it.
All right, great performance today, and best of luck next season, of course.
Thanks. Have a wonderful day.
Now we're moving on to, and he's going to be getting his Digicel Man of the Match trophy from Terry Lovell. He has to get that Man of the Match trophy and goodies from Digicel, of course. Well deserved with his performance today. Excellent work there. We'll now be moving on to Harbour View's head coach, of course, Coach Ludlow Bernard. Coach, that certainly wasn't the performance that you would have been hoping for. What went wrong today?
Not the result that I was looking forward to. I mean, I thought today we were kind of short staff, and the guys gave the effort as much as they did, but clearly it wasn't good enough.
What do you think that maybe Arnett did well that you could have tried to counter?
I don't think it's a matter of what Arnett did well. I just think it's a matter of what we didn't do, right? We weren't creative enough. I thought we defended very well right throughout. It's just unfortunate that we scored our own goal, but I don't think we were really that desperate or that passionate to really go forward and go and look a goal and get a goal and even, you know, give the goalkeeper some work. It was really a lackluster in and around the goal, and for us going forward next season, that's an area that we'll have to address.
You finished 4th in the regular season, now 4th overall in the competition. I'm assuming you'll be coming back for top spot next season?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, I will be back. And of course, this doesn't stop the journey.
It doesn't stop the journey. There's always a lot of questions whether you will be back at Harbour View or any other team. But it's glad to say, I'm sure your players are very glad to see that you will be coming back next season.
That's something that I'd have to speak to my superiors about. I always wanted to bow this season and allow for a smooth transition, but we will see.
All right, thank you very much, Coach, and best of luck next season if you return.
Thank you very much.
We'll now be going to Paul Teagat Davis, head coach of Arnett Gardens, of course. He's calling up Coach Eric Rademacher with him as well. It's a dual interview, he says.
Yeah.
Coaches, how do you feel about your game plan? How do you think it was executed, and what do you feel about the win?
First and foremost, I bring him beside me just now. Show him how much I appreciate, love him. You know, the coaching staff, one of the best person as a coach I can ever ask for. You know, Becky, Dekai, and the whole minders, but most important, the players. I thought we had a nice season. It's unfortunate we didn't get what we wanted, but we had a wonderful season.
Coach Eric spoke before the game about this not being the end of the process for you guys, so I'm sure next season you'll be looking forward to even more success.
Yeah, it's a building process, you know. And, last season we came out, we went to the quarterfinal and get knocked out. This to the semi-final, so next season you're gonna be much better, you know.
You're going for the title next season, but
definitely, you know.
You're into the Caribbean Champions Cup now, qualified for that because you finished 3rd place in this. Is that a big achievement for you? Is that something you're looking at the start of the season?
Definitely, you know. We set objectives, you know, to win the Premier League and the CONCACAF. At least we didn't win one, but at least we achieved one of the goals.
One quick on that. When I talk about achievements, I think one of the things that we set for ourselves outside result is the type of football. And I think when you see more and more the type of football that we love to see, that we see overseas on TV, the better our players are able to transition into certain environments where they want to go. So I know more and more clubs trying to play a little bit that way, but I hope that what we achieved as well this season, that we try to convince we can play football like we see overseas and get results along with it. So hopefully we can continue that one, not just at Arnett, but straight throughout the league.
You mentioned straight throughout the league. Of course, Arnett are known to play some of the best football in the league, especially this season. Is that something that we should grow to expect when you have new players coming in and maybe even younger players coming to the fore next season?
Definitely.
Well, Coach, thank you very much. Best of luck next season and great win today.
I want to say again, crime and violence must stop.
Must stop, gentlemen. Ridiculous.
They heard it from the managers from Arnett Gardens as well as Ludlow Bernard from Harbour View. It's Arnett Gardens who get the victory in this third place playoff. 1-0 against the Stars from the East, Harbour View. And yeah, certainly been an improved style of play in the Jamaica Premier League. Promotion for the final, it's the Jamaica Premier League final on Sportsmax 2, live tonight at 7 p.m, 8 p.m. ECT. Mount Pleasant looking for their first title at this level against two-time champions Cavalier. That's it for the third place playoff. Arnett Gardens defeat Harbour View by a 1-0 and are through to the CONCACAF Champions Cup playoff.